Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. Every once in a while I kind of like to go ahead and dip into some of the news going on here in Thailand. And with respect to taxation or tax matters here, there's been a recent article that I thought was notable. It was from the 6th of September 2017, call to amend Revenue Code to ease eTax. This is the Bangkok Post, specifically BangkokPost.com. And the relevant quote is, "The Revenue Department has proposed amending the Revenue Code to enable it to certify electronic transaction documents aimed at facilitating the eTax system. The amendment is necessary because business operators have adopted electronic transactions and store data in electronic form, while the government has shifted towards a digital economy to spur the country's economic growth potential, according to a paper on the law amendment drawn up for a public hearing. The amendment will allow the department to log e-transactions for tax payments and broaden the options for withholding tax remittance," it said. Okay, so what's going on here? Well, basically Thailand is just getting its tax system more up to date, sort of, if you want to compare it to the rest of the world. One aspect that I find is frustrating for foreigners doing business in Thailand, and this is not just with respect to things like work permits and visas, but also with respect to administrative and tax filings, and things like Social Security, it's so paper heavy. It's very paper centric. The Corporate Services Division in our office has just piles and piles of paper everywhere. You know, it's just, you could build houses. I mean, you could bale this stuff and build houses out of some of the bales of paper that you have to deal with, especially when dealing with tax filings. This is especially true in high retail-centric types of companies. So I'm sure that companies such as 7-Eleven here in the kingdom, I mean, they've got to have, you know, whoever's doing their books, you know, there must just be a whole room, maybe even an entire floor somewhere dedicated to the paper associated, you know, with their even monthly filings. Why do I bring this up? Well, I bring this up because the government here seems to have seen the issue, and they're definitely taking steps to deal with things in a paperless manner, which will definitely make things more easier to deal with. But also it looks like they're going to be taking measures to go ahead and directly interface with internal corporate databases in order to better facilitate transmission of accounting information for purposes of assessment of taxation and withholding tax remittance. I think this is important because, again, up to this point, most of this has been done with paper. As has been noted by myself in a previous video, things like audited financial statements are now filed online as opposed to paper filings as they once were. But that being said, the e-filing process for that one document, it's kind of a drop in the bucket with respect to this issue when compared to things like the monthly accounting and bookkeeping for various types of enterprises here. So basically the thing to take away from this video is it looks like Thailand is aware of this issue. Officials associated with the Revenue Department, tax collection and assessment are aware that it's probably a better idea to do all this digitally, and they're taking steps to go ahead and do that and to go ahead and have an enforcement and assessment mechanism that's more in line, I guess you could say, with the 21st century.